What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Let me give you guys a little bit more of me. There we go. So this video, we're going to talk about free-to-play, specifically free-to-play, and for global players, where you should be at ideally on a free-to-play account. Now, if you guys are aware, I started a brand new free-to-play account to play alongside with you guys. I'm on day 11 right now on my account personally. I started a day later too, and I'm only playing this when we're doing live streams for the most part. I'm not really putting too much work into this account, but I did want to give you guys a general sense of where my progression is and perhaps where your progression should kind of be, especially if this is your account. Now, me personally, I run two accounts. You guys know I have my main pay-to-win account, which I do all my testing and most of my main progress. And then I have this free-to-play account so I can help you guys continue being free-to-play players and show you that it is possible to advance in this game. All right, so real quick, start off with gates. Where are we at here? So gates, I can go maximum stage 16, okay? That's where I'm going to go. I always go 2 stages below, purposely for the reason that I can use more units to sweep, especially from hunters. The lower power requirement, the more hunters that can reach that stage, you'll be able to sweep and use that, making gates a lot easier and simpler. Now, a lot of you guys may be farming A and S gates. That's great for you. Better in the long term for you, especially for your account, because you can get essence stones when you mine that. For me personally, I just care about getting these 3 main EXP points out of the way, and then I just move on from gates as soon as all my keys are done. Now, I will do solo SA1s when they're worthwhile to get better gear drops and sometimes the items that I need, but for the most part, gates, you should be around 16 to 18. Some of you might even be to 20 if you've been pushing hard, and that's where most free-to-play players at this point in the stage should be. All right, now let's talk about level. If you have been going hard, you could probably hit about 52, 54 if you've been pushing non-stop, getting all the hard modes done, getting every single side quest done. Hell, some of you might be higher than that, to be honest, 55 maybe even at this point, because compared to early access, they've done a lot of changes. They've nerfed a lot of stages. They've also given us crit damage that works now. It's making life a lot easier. So many of you guys who are putting effort into your main account could roughly be about 54, 55 if you are a brand new global player and you've been pushing hard, okay? And what I mean by pushing content is if you're wasting your and I really mean the word wasting your essence stones on getting gate keys and just farming gate keys the entire time. You should not be doing that as free to play. Here's where my progression currently is in story mode, okay? Just so you guys are aware. I am currently at chapter 15. I'm level 47. And I've completed 14, no problem. I'm still all strength. Everything has gone into my strength stat, and I'm working on starting chapter 15 and hopefully completing it. Now, this took me 11 days. On my SR challenge account, I was at 119k when I finished it. I got to this point at 105k. Crit damage was not working, obviously, and I was using only SR units and SR weapons, right? You guys can see here, I am in the white, so I should be able to clear this no problem, I'm hoping. And wind is, in fact, the main attribute for 15. So some of you guys are going to be blocked here for quite some time. Just keep that in mind. It's not abnormal. 15 is a pretty big hurdle for a lot of free-to-play players. But if you are farming everything, doing things correctly, you should be able to beat this at a pretty steady pace. I'd say give yourself about day 20 and then you should be done. Okay, so day 11, this is where we're at. And then hard mode, of course. I haven't had a chance to really go further just because I know I'm stuck here now at the 53 level and I'm only 47. So it's going to take a while for me to finish up hard mode. But I did want to show you guys where I'm at. Now, the second thing you guys should be doing is farming all of your instances, right? Now, this is where it's going to matter the most because your instances here are going to give you guys the most amount of power increase, especially with artifact running. Now, you should be doing this every single day, and you should be getting, if you're not, you should be getting them from the shop. All your keys should be coming from the mana crystal exchange section of the exchange shop. Let me move my camera here. You guys can see it right there. And then you guys should be spending all of these hard-earned tokens on getting yourselves any of these to push as much content as you possibly can to get yourself all of your artifacts. Artifacts are going to make or break your progression in this game with weapon dupes. Okay, those are going to be important ones. So all your draw tickets that you're possessing should be going towards either getting more of Chaz or saving or getting yourself the weapons that you need to advance. I'm going to tell you guys now, wind weapons are very, very critical to your progression in chapter 15, especially if you want to make it quicker. Westwind specifically is going to be a big one. Now, you can't choose Westwind here, but the Grimoire is a big one. The Plum Sword is a big one as well that are non-wind weapons because they will assist you in doing more damage overall. So you should be aiming for those. The Dagger is not a bad option as well too. The Demon Longsword, because now it is buffed, is actually a really good option as well. So you can choose this if you need to progress through 15. It's a decent, viable option now, but Westwind still takes the cake for sure. So that's where you guys should be in terms of story mode. Now, in terms of instances, what should you be farming? Well, it's pretty straightforward. If you are doing Arachnid, at my current power state, as a matter of fact, I'm at 123. I could probably be doing tier 8. If you can do tier 8, you're really, really good spot, because tier 8 here has a higher drop rate for epics and legendaries. If you can somehow pull off tier 9 at 215, I may even try it, you guys actually eliminate all rares and all your drops will be legendary and epic. Try it. If you have Cha and you're close to 125,000 power like I am, I think I'm what, 123 we said? Yeah, I should be able to complete at the very least tier 8, and maybe I'll try tier 9 to see if I can do that. But you guys can see here, tier 7 I'm doing super quickly. As a matter of fact, I've got like over a minute left when I finish it. I just can't hit that last little 15 seconds that I need. So this might be a little bit of a jump, but I think it's absolutely doable. So any of you guys who have Cha, that's where you want to go. Just so you guys see my hunters, I do have an A2 Cha, I have a Choi, and I have a Beck. These are the guys that I'm using most. In SR units, I'm using Nam when I need to do Cerberus, and I'm using a Parkheejin when I need to do any form of debuffs and ultimate power increase, and then I'm using Kang for any form of bleeds with a lot of HP. So if we're talking about Cerberus, you should probably be about tier 6 where I'm at. I could probably finish this one now, move over to tier 7. So either way, this starting from tier 5, you can start collecting yourself some legendaries. So definitely farm this, guys. Boots are going to be a critical part of your artifact list. They should be a priority, especially because boots can give you guys critical hit damage as well as defense penetration on the boots, which will drive your damage to go further in their massive amounts of increases. So try your best to try to do Cerberus. I know he's annoying, one of the harder bosses, but it's absolutely doable as free to play. Okay, so there you guys go. Now you guys can see here, like I said, my hunters are in fact, these are the 3 that I'm using. I haven't got very lucky on anybody else, but I did get 2 Chas. So speaking of Cha, I told you guys in the last video, you should be saving. If you guys are aiming for A3 like I am, that's fine. Just keep note that when Alicia does drop, you probably won't have enough resources to go for her. And she is in fact going to help Saw kill Cerberus way, way faster. Right, and I have a funny feeling that Demon Castle, whenever it decides to drop, is also going to require a little bit of Alicia as well too, and water units of that kind. But you can't go wrong with Cha either way. So up to you guys what you want to do. Remember, this is not my main account. I do this to help you guys out. At the same time, I'm trying my best to show you guys and guide you guys in terms of beating the best content. All right, now let's go over to Battlefield of Trials, which is another stage here that you guys are going to be doing. I am currently on stage 25, which is the bear. This is a complete DPS check. Right? If you guys can't hit the DPS check, you're not gonna be able to beat this. So for me personally, I got him down to 10 health bars. I know I can beat this, so I'm gonna continue going. But you should be on floor 25 for both hunters and for both Sun Jinwoo. So I got to do this one as well too. Now at 25, like I said, there's a pretty big gap in DPS. If you lack it, you're not going to beat it. That's fine. It's normal to be stuck here, but you guys can definitely move on. The next big gap is going to be 29 with the other bear, and that one is a very, very big hard stop. For those asking about floor 28, I have done it on my free-to-play account with using SRs only and SR weapons on one of my live streams. You guys can look for it there. I'm sure I have it listed somewhere there. So I definitely have shown how to beat this, and it is doable. That's free-to-play. I think I beat it at like 115 CP or something really low, something ludicrously low. So it's doable. So definitely try it out. Outside of that, we have ourselves Battlefield of Time. Whether you are doing well or not is irrelevant. You should put some effort into this. You guys can see here I'm ranked 25 now on my free to play. I did 2 minutes and 31 seconds. I know for a fact I could probably get top 10. I'm pretty sure I can. So I'm going to try to do top 10. So if you're free to play and you're doing this and you have the proper equipment, the proper weapon, you guys can definitely hit at least top 20 if you're putting effort. Check out the video. I put it out already. It is on the channel and how to score that. And then also for the challenge Battlefield of Time, this is a little tougher. Tier 4 is actually really, really hard to do. That is not me, by the way. Very close to my name, but not me. This one is tough because you have to use your actual heroes to get it done. And it is a little bit, or your hunter, sorry. And it is a little bit harder to hit that threshold because you'll be in the red. And these bosses do hit really, really hard. It is still doable. I got to go back and do it, but it's definitely going to take some time for free-to-play players to complete this entire tier 5 list. If you don't stress out. It's not that big of a deal. More of them will come. All right. Weapon wise, here is what we have with weapons. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this now. If you have Westwind, I would even recommend this at A0, still level it up. Okay. It's still worth it in my opinion. You are going to still benefit a lot from A0 version of this. Yes, it's not as powerful as A1, obviously, but we're looking for whatever wind weapons we can use in order to advance this even further. Now, leveling it up to 917 attack is going to help my attack, obviously. That's what's going to matter most right now, is pushing that attack. Remember, I just brought out a video this morning about stats. You should, or yesterday, I guess in this case it's pre-recorded, is yesterday. Strength matters the most. I prove it, I show it, I have multiple videos proving it. I'm not going to reprove it again numerous times. Up to you if you want to believe it or not, but in order for you to progress, you will need to upgrade your weapons to at least minimum level 60. That's my recommendation for free to play. You stop at 60, don't push past that point, get a few of them up, and then focus on collecting gold and getting your hunters up at that point as well, okay? So, skills. Talk about that real quick as well too, because this is an important one. You should be crafting skills as much as you can using fusion. You should have collected a few runes at this point, especially break ones and DPS ones. Ones that really do matter is the brand new armor break. Try to get those. They will make life a lot easier, okay? All right, guys, Payne, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.